What is up, everyone, to another live of the Yankees Den podcast? I'm your host, Lorenzo Scarabino, here by myself tonight. As in last night's live, we said Jimmy was at the game tonight. Their 9-3 loss versus the Detroit Tigers, their sixth straight, and are now 2 games out of first place in the AL East with the Rays on a 6 game winning streak. They are winning. We are losing and getting cold. June has come to an end, and we end the month 12 and 14. Not a good month. The swoon has hit us, and in July, statistically, it's only going to get worse. Let's hope that's not the case, but let's go into our recap, and then we'll go into our notes and keys of the game. We have Cam Schlittler going 4 innings, allowing 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Yarborough comes in and gives up 2 runs in 2 innings. Giovanni Cruz, who just got called up for today's game, has 2 scoreless innings and 3 strikeouts. He looks phenomenal. Bird goes 1 scoreless. He allows 2 hits. For the offense, as far as that goes, the offense stays cold, but the Tigers jump out in front first off Cam. Matt I was about to say Matt Carpenter. Kerry Carpenter hits a ball to center field. Jones can't come up with it. It hits off his glove at the wall, but it goes over 1-0 Tigers. Then Riley Green gets a hold of one, making it 2-0. It doesn't stop there as Spencer Torkelson, with 2 outs, hits a 2-run home run, making it 4-0 in the first off of Cam Schlittler, who has been so dominant. The Yankees get on the board in the first as well in the bottom half with a Ben Rice solo home run, 4-1 Tigers. Riley Green then sends his second one out of the night with the runner on, making it 6-1 Tigers. The Yankees really have struggled and they don't do anything. Nothing else has been new in this losing streak. The Yankees got carved up by Skubal, who looked good, had a good showing tonight by him. Cabby then in the 6th inning gets a ball to him at second base, and he's at second, not at shortstop as we predicted when we thought Volpe should be. But he gets a ball hit to him at second base. Runner on first. He throws it away, throwing the ball to second base. 2 on, no out. McKinstry comes up off of Yarbrough, lefty, and he goes yard. 3-run home run, 9-1 Tigers in the sixth. In the bottom half, the Yankees score a run on a Goldschmidt RBI on a double play he hits into. I'm not too sure, honestly, if he gets that RBI because he hit into the double play, but a run comes across to score 9-2 Tigers. As I mentioned, Giovanni Cruz looked great in his 2 innings of work. 0 hits, 0 runs, 3 Ks. Looked great. They should not send him down. In the 9th inning, the Yankees get another run on a Dominguez RBI single, his second hit of the night. RBI single for second with 2 outs, making it 9-3. They don't score anymore, and the Yankees lose 9-3 and lose the series, another series loss, and lose their 6th straight. Terrible showing by the offense. Terrible showing by really Cam Schlittler, allowing 6 earned. Very poor from him. His last 2 starts against the Red Sox and Tigers coming into this year not being so great, especially the Red Sox offense, and he's been getting hit hard. He now has a 2.08 ERA. And our comment, thank you, Donnie Clark 99. Yankees going on July swoon now. Yes, they are. And he follows up by saying, Yankees need pen help and right-handed back and a catcher, he says. Skubal, he thinks, is going to the Dodgers. We're going to get into that. Yankees aren't trading Lombard Jr. and LeGrand for Skubal. He then says Yankees will be fine and Yankees will win the East with a bold statement. And I agree with you. I've been saying on my lives and episodes, the flaws are showing. They're losing, right? We know what the flaws are even when they were winning, but they're losing now. So you're hitting on it a little more and seeing the flaws come to light a little more with guys not being able to mask it like Judge or Rice or Bellinger struggling, right? Good to see Rice, though, hit a home run tonight. I think they're going to be fine. They're going to get healthy and they're going to be better. Obviously, this is not the team that's going to be rolled out in the playoffs. Hopefully, we make moves at the deadline as well. So it's going to be a lot different and a lot better. But right now, it's a bad stretch. They've been good at limiting it. They just got to get through it, hang around, stay in range, 2 to 3 game range, if not ahead in the AL East of the Rays. And then when people start to get healthy, and I have an injury update later in this episode, and we'll see where guys are. And we are going to get healthy pretty soon. We got guys starting to come back little by little, and it'll round everything out. But, and Donnie Clark says, Rice has 23 homers and Vlad has 4. I have zero clue how Vladdy is winning in all-star voting. All the Blue Jays are on there, whether they're starters or not starters. It's ridiculous. I don't like it one bit. But Cam Schlittler has been getting tagged up. He has been getting hit around a little bit, and I don't like that. But our team's starting to ambush and attack his all-fastball game plan. He's got to get those secondaries ready to go. And I know we said maybe he shouldn't work on those secondaries so much because look at Clark Schmidt. Last year, he was pitching good. He started to work on a new grip for a breaking ball, and he got injured. He thinks that's what injured him. We don't want the same thing happening with Cam Schlittler. He's been good, right? Great, actually. The Cy Young winner today if the season ended for the AL. Hopefully he keeps it going. But you don't want him to work hard on all speeds and then he hurts himself because that would be a big, big blow to this team right now. Facing all these injuries and going cold and this losing streak, it would be very bad for the team. But he can start implementing it, working on it little by little in bullpens. Keep your grip, but work on it, sharpen it up. In the offseason, looking ahead to the offseason, the lockout, no lockout, whenever we play baseball next, he's got to come into that season with sharp breaking pitches. Because if he has those 3 variations of the fastballs that nobody can touch right now, maybe they might be getting to it, and then he comes in with a slider, a changeup, a curveball, then he's going to be really unhittable. He's got to adjust with every outing and get better, right? You see his ceiling. He hasn't even hit his ceiling yet if he adds those pitches. But teams are going to figure it out. Start timing the heat. They've seen the heat. They're adapting to heat, MLB hitters. The cutters, sinkers, fastball, they move differently, but they're going to start catching on to it. And when it's flat and that's all you're throwing, teams are going to get on it, especially in the playoffs. Donnie Clark 99, thank you with the comment again. He says, people have to realize this isn't on Boone. I think part of it is on Boone, but you follow up by saying it comes down to Hal and Cashman. I think it is on Boone. The first person in line to take the shots is going to be Boone, if anyone. He's the manager. Wrong or not wrong, he's taking the shots. I don't know if he's running it or he's listening to the guys upstairs, Brian Cashman and the front office and the analytic department. I don't know if those are the guys he's listening to. But if he is, then maybe it's not all his fault. But in the game, when you're in the game, a manager's got to have a feel for what's going on. You got to be able to tell when to pull someone out, when to bring someone in. The lineup isn't Boone, I don't think. It's the nerds upstairs. But I think partially Boone, because he likes Volpe and Wells so much. He talks like they're getting better. Volpe hasn't been great. I'll bring those stats up in his last 7. But Boone's going to be the first guy in line to get fired, if anything. So that's what I have to say on that. And Donnie Clark, Boone is just a puppet for Hal Cashman. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. And I 100% agree with you. But someone's got to go. Something's got to be shaken up. And Aaron Boone is just not doing it. He's not putting up out a competitive lineup. The lineup changes every night. You don't know what you're getting. And it's ridiculous at this point. I hate it so much. Consistent lineup after consistent lineup. That's what you need. People in the same position. Right now, everyone's hurt. So every night, it's a new lineup, new positions. So no one's getting comfortable in their spot. And I think that's hurting the team as well. Guys can't get comfortable when they're batting. They go from batting leadoff to fourth to ninth to fifth to eighth, playing left field, shortstop, second, center field, first base, like whatever the case may be. You need guys to be comfortable where they are at. And right now, that is not happening. Donnie Clark 99 says any baseball team would love having Boone as a manager. Wow. You have a hot take, I feel like. Because I don't really like Boone that much. He doesn't hold players accountable. He thinks things are fine. And this has happened every year. Every year under Boone, there has been a June swoon and a summer swoon, whatever you want to call it. And he says the Mets would love having Boone right now. I mean, they're hopeless, so they would like having anyone to shake things up. Before I get away from Schlittler, because there's not really much bad to talk about, and he had a terrible outing and bad against the Red Sox. He's been great all year. You can't go off on him. He's the ace of the staff. He's going to have bad starts and blow up starts. We haven't seen that across 30 to 40, 35 games, maybe somewhere in that realm he's pitched in the major league level, and he's looked phenomenal. Before I get into my next topic and point, I want to bring up. Let me actually see if I could share this real quick. I'm gonna try the best I can. It's Jimmy. He was at the game tonight, and he has a message for us. Let me see if I could bring this up for you guys. If you guys know how I can wait a minute. I might have it. I might have it. Okay, I do. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna add this to screen, but I'm gonna enlarge it for you guys. And here's Jimmy with his message. Hold on. All right, here we go. That is Jimmy's message for us on the Yankees Den podcast. Thank you to Jimmy for that. I'm sorry that you had to witness this game and continue this losing streak. But Donnie says people need to relax because the Yankees just I still think they will too. It's a tough stretch. People are overreacting. I do agree. Paulo M says there's no audio. There in the comments there wasn't any audio. You guys weren't able to hear that at all. Cecile says there's no sound for Jimmy's video. Really? I don't know why that is. To be honest with you, I really don't. I'm gonna have to get that taken care of for future lives. I don't want to hold up this live, but I didn't hear it. All right. Well, let me sum it up for you guys. At least you saw his face. You saw his face. He was at Yankee Stadium. He was basically saying, hopefully they win. Bellinger out, Jazz out. Hopefully they attack early, break this streak, and come out and win the game. That's basically what he said, summed up a little bit. I'm sorry that you guys couldn't hear. I don't know why, because I was sharing my screen. I think if I shared videos that they would play. I have to figure that out. I'll figure it out. I'm sorry that you guys didn't hear that. I'll try and figure it out for you guys by the next live. I'm still trying to learn how to work all of this internet stuff. with my platform. So give it some time, ride with me. I'm sure sometimes I'll struggle, but I'll make sure I figure it out for you guys. If you have any, you know, thoughts that can help me, maybe guide me through this, what I could do to maybe get the audio, that would be much appreciated as I'm still trying to find my way. So thank you. Donnie Clark said, I won awards. So if you need help, let me know. Yes, I do. If you have, I come on the podcast. All right, we'll speak. We'll speak. I will put my email down in the description. Hit me up and we'll speak. Hopefully, you can help me a little bit. And we'll maybe get you on the show as a guest for a little bit with me and Jimmy. But getting on to our next topic, the offense only got 4 hits tonight. They are fully cold. They are asleep, dead asleep in the water. No one to save them. Nice to see Ben Rice pick up a homer, but they don't even get up for that. They can't come back. Right now, this cold streak, everyone's overreacting, but I would be lying if I said 4-0 felt like 10-0 with how they're playing right now. Dominguez has 2 hits tonight. He's 2 of the 4 hits. Giovanni Cruz, as we said, was very solid in his and has been in his 2 short stints. Hopefully, it isn't a short stint. Volpe is now 1 for 18 in his last 7. I said this. I predicted this. He's going to get hot and make you be like, oh, this is the Volpe we've been waiting for. No. He's hot and cold. This is Volpe. This is what he does to you. Donnie Clark, thank you. Hit those likes and subscribe. Thank you. Yes, that would be much appreciated. Help out the small channel. Let's grow. And let's make this thing take off and get popping. But Volpe 1 for 18. He's gone cold again. His defense isn't great. Caballero has been making errors at other positions. Put him back at shortstop, please. For the love of God, put him back at shortstop. He was comfortable there. He was hitting there. You take him out of shortstop, start playing him all over. And yes, he's still getting his hits here and there, but he's making errors. It's disrupting his routine. Enough of Volpe. And that's where Donnie Clark, to your comment, not degrading your comment or anything. I hope you know that. But this is what I'm talking about with the accountability. And Boone could say something and take him out of the game. Or if it's the front office, shame on them. Because Volpe should not be getting this runway. And part of it is Boone. And I think part of it is Cashman. I'm acknowledging that. Because Cashman, this was his white whale, Volpe. He didn't go after Trey Turner, Corey Seager, Carlos Correa. Why? Because we had Anthony Volpe, the next best thing, the next Derek Jeter on the Yankees in the farm system. And what has he turned out to be? Absolute horse manure. He is trash. I don't want him on this team after the deadline. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That's it. Cruz needs to stay up. And we need LeGrand up now too. Transitioning into the bullpen a little bit. And Donnie Clark says, don't count out Seager yet. Texas will be trading, he follows up with. And I like that a lot. Seager has dealt with injuries this season a lot. He's batting 182. I know because I have him on my fantasy team. I love Seager. Maybe he needs to get out of that. Maybe he needs to come to the Bronx. I like that you bring that up because we're going to talk about a couple trade targets, and I like Seager. I really do. Left-handed bat in Yankee Stadium, but yes, I like that. You mentioned that. Transitioning into the pen. Cruz needs to stay up. We need LeGrand up now. He's been great in the minor leagues coming out of the bullpen. Seems like he's adjusted nicely. He's hit 103. That's what the Yankees need. The pen could be right now Bednar, Fernando Cruz, Tim Hill, Giovanni Cruz, and LeGrand. That's 5 guys that could be solid for you. You need 3 more trusty arms. And Weathers can slide in the pen. when it's time, when everything works itself out. That's 6 guys. Now, I would get rid of Yarbrough, Blackburn, and Will Warren. I don't want Will Warren starting games or in the pen. I don't know if he could succeed. I want Clark Schmidt, when he comes back, stay healthy and slot right into that rotation spot, that final rotation spot. Because Clark Schmidt has phenomenal stuff. He's so talented, has a high ceiling. He just needs to stay on the field. But this bullpen could get really good really fast, and it could get good internally before it can externally. That's a problem where if we're talking about catcher, the bullpen's a problem that could be fixed and held out to the deadline, till we reach the deadline. It could be fixed for now and be manageable. The catching situation just can't. You cannot wait with the catching situation right now. That's not something you could fix internally either, because we don't even have the prospects for that. We trade all our catchers away. We have no prospects for that. The prospects in our minor leagues aren't ready yet or aren't good enough to come up. Our next guy that we brought up for catcher, next guy in line, who was it? Ali Sanchez. That's who you have as your next guy in line? They need to draft catchers this draft. And Donnie Clark, with a few comments, he says, LeGrande needs to be in the 7th, Bednar in the 8th, and need a closer. I agree. Mason Miller, maybe if the Padres are selling. Josh Hader, I don't know. I think the price would be steep because the Astros wouldn't want to trade with the Yankees. Yankees need Ryan Jeffers. I 100% agree. I'm also going to bring up Hunter Goodman because he's catching my eye every day. Every day as the days go on, he's catching my eye more and more. That's what I think you got to do with the bullpen. That you could shape that up and fix it right now currently. I am done, like I said, with Will Warren. Schmidt needs to be inserted in the rotation, and Will Warren needs to get traded. Or if you put him in the pen, hopefully he works, like a Michael King scenario. But that's what needs to happen. And going into our next topic, I know we're flying through these topics, but listen, this is going to be a little bit of a short live. There's not really much to talk about. The Yankees keep losing. I think they'll be fine, like I've said multiple times, time and time again, live after live, video after video, short after short. I think they will be fine. Need to get healthy. But right now, they're cold. They're struggling. Everyone's on their back. This is what Yankee fans do. That's what we do. You win, we praise you. You lose, you suck. You're the worst team in the league when you lose. But when you win, you get praised like no other team praises their team. But we talk about the offense every night. We know what to point out. The bullpen, we know what to point out. The pitching, we know what to point out. So those are things. And he says, also imagine a McMahon trade for Matt Chapman. I think that could be a possibility. You give McMahon's contract to San Fran, and you take on Matt Chapman's. I could see that. Better hitter, right-handed. He has a good glove still. I just don't see his contract aging well and fans will be on him at the end of his contract. I am a McMahon lover. For some reason, I love his defense. I like the way he plays the game. He doesn't complain. He takes accountability. But to better the Yankees, I'm in for it. But coming to you, our next set of notes, our injury report brought to you by Richards Painting in Barnegat, New Jersey. Their number is 609-698-0204. I will bring up their Instagram page for you guys if you guys want to see it and contact them, and make sure you follow them on Instagram, please, as they are the sponsor of today's video. Let me get that up for you guys, actually. Here it is. Here it is. Richards Painting in Barnegat, New Jersey. That's their number down below over here. They're a great service. They have great reviews. If you need painting done, these are the people you want. Thank you for that. Thank you for a sponsor of today's video. But let's get into our injury report. Max Fried today. We got some good news, guys, coming. We got some good news in all of this bad. We got Max Fried. He did 2 live innings today, live sims. He faced Grisham, he faced McMahon, and he looked sharp, supposedly Boone said. McMahon and Grisham should be activated both by Friday. So that should make the lineup and put people back in positions slowly. Start getting things back on track. Then we have Judge. Boone says he's feeling a lot better. He's doing some small, slow things, but they think it's too soon to get re-imaging. They say he's still weeks away from that. Stanton is ramping up slowly, and he should be facing live hitters soon, I'm pretty sure. Fried should be back in July. Schmidt will be facing lives hopefully by next week, the latest. But with them coming back, Stanton should be back in July. Fried should be back in July. We're going to get McMahon and Grisham soon. Hopefully Schmidt early August. And then Judge. Thank you. Sorry. Bless you. Thank you. To myself, but excuse me. That's the injury report. Guys are going to be coming back. We're going to get better. Guys are going to start to fill out. And hopefully it gets better sooner than later. And then Donnie Clark says, Jazz isn't re-signing next year. No, I don't think he is. I don't want him to re-sign. I want to go out and get Luis Arise. Thank you for the comment. Celia, thank you for being in the live again on this late night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. You say, these guys need a wake-up call. It's one thing to lose, but to play this sloppy and be this non-competitive, something needs to change. You are right. You are right. 100%, Celia. I hope I'm saying your name right. I could be butchering it. I am sorry. I apologize. But you're 100% right. That goes with the Boone needing to go, people thinking needing him to go. It's a 6-game losing streak. It's going to happen. It happens every time the Yankees go bad. Every June it happens. But they're going to get better. I agree with Donnie. I still think they're going to win the East and come out with this. They're going to be fine. Everyone just needs to take a deep breath, relax. We got to get through this. If they don't get through this soon and they start falling back 5 games, 7 games, 10 games, then we might be cooked. But I think we need to relax, let this play out a little bit, let Grisham, let McMahon, let Fried come back, and Stanton, and let's see what happens. Let's see if we can be back. Donnie Clark then says, Judge and Big G will be okay. Yes, I think they will. I hope Judge is. That's my main concern. Yankees will win the East. Yes. Their lackadaisical manager is sitting there blowing bubbles instead of lighting a fire under this team. You're 100% right as well. I see Boone, and Donnie Clark actually likes Boone. Right, Donnie? But this is the thing with Boone. I think there are better managers. I would love a guy like A-Rod. He's very smart, very intelligent if you watch his videos. Very intelligent, a lot of knowledge. Jorge Posada, a guy like that. Someone like that I feel like would be better. A Derek Jeter if he ever would. I don't know. That's just on me. I don't like Boone personally because, and maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's the front office, but he's got to take the shots and take the hits. Donnie says the Yankees have the best rotation in the MLB. 100% right. Our ERA is the best. It's going to stand out. Like I said yesterday, when the offense isn't doing anything, more things are going to stand out. You're going to need things to be perfect, and you're going to need the rotation to be perfect. So it's not necessarily their fault because they've been carrying us, but the offense is going cold. Excuse me. Everyone's injured. Everyone's playing out of position. They're not scoring. They're not hitting. So everything's going to be – the fan base is going to put it on the rotation. But they've been fine. Celia, you said, no, you're totally fine. LOL. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry again, but thank you. And you say it's pronounced Celia. Celia. Did I say that right? Celia. I think I said that right. But Donnie says Boone is going to be okay, and Boone is one of the best managers in the game. Okay, high praise for him. Celia says, I think they just need a more fiery guy. Sometimes a relaxed manager doesn't work, and I don't think it works with this specific team. I agree, but I agree that maybe they need a more. I don't even know if I agree with that, honestly. We might have to agree to disagree on this one because as much as I don't like Boone and the decisions he makes, one thing I do like about him is he gets up for his players and he backs them up. He'll run out there, he'll get ejected, he'll scream at the umpire, he'll toss his gum, he'll stick up for his guys. Bad plays, challenging plays, he'll stick up for his guys. So I do like that. He does get fiery sometimes. But I think what you're meaning to say is sometimes he's relaxed. Sometimes he doesn't take accountability for his mistakes and others. That's what I need the most. That's the common word, accountability. These guys need accountability in the locker room from their manager and the front office. Donnie says Boone is almost close to Joe Torre with win record for a Yankees manager. He's close to wins, but and obviously I didn't really watch a lot of Joe Torre. I was so young, and I don't even know when he started managing. I might not have even been alive, but honestly, you can't compare him to Joe Torre. I think Joe Torre was just insane on a different level. He won World Series. Boone hasn't. Celia says Boone did say postgame that he was concerned with the offense, as he should be. What's going on? So you know what you do as you're concerned? Go in the locker room and have a talk. What is Aaron Judge doing? Where's Aaron Judge? I know he's injured, but where are you, big fella? The captain of the Yankees. Even though you're injured, you still need to be present with these guys, and you have to have a talk with them. These guys look up to you. You hear all the interviews. They rave about you. They look up to you. You're the captain. That's how it's supposed to be. Say something to them. Have a talk. Get Big G. Get Goldschmidt. Get Judge. All of you go have a talk. All the veterans. Have a talk with this offense. Light a fire under them. Do something. Go have a fun night out with everyone. Go bond. Go do something to ignite something. A fire. Get winning. Get on the right track. I want to see this losing streak end tomorrow. I'm sick of it. 6th game, I'm sick of it. Get past it like you've been doing this year. And Theo Harris 8978 says at Donnie Clark, how many titles has Boone won so far? Torre won 4. That's what I'm saying. And we are not Donnie Clark, we are not downgrading your comment at all. We're just having conversation. And the great thing that I love with the different perspectives and different people on the live and commenting is I love the devil's advocate, multiple sides, seeing multiple sides that maybe I haven't seen, bringing up conversation and within you guys as well. I want everyone to be respectful and nice to each other. But yes, I love how we can have conversations and bring up everyone's point of view. How many titles has Boone won? That's what I was kind of saying a little bit. Celia then says, thanks for all the comments, guys. I love this back and forth with you guys. Yes, exactly. I appreciate that he backs his players, but who's the guy in the locker room that says, hey, what are we doing? I love Judge, but I don't think he's vocal. Me neither. He's a gentle giant. You're not on the field. You can still help the team. Your presence is still needed, Judge. That's what I have to say on that. You fire Boone, who are you going to hire? I couldn't tell you, if I'm being honest. I told you I would hire A-Rod, but Cashman would never, because A-Rod has said that the Yankees are run by the front office, and so has Jeter. So they wouldn't get hired because they wouldn't be puppets, like Boone is a puppet. So that would never happen. They're just going to look for someone to be a puppet. So maybe it's not even Boone's fault, but he's taking the blame because he's the one being the puppet. At least Girardi wasn't a puppet and had some fire and made guys accountable. There was accountability with him. Jazz would have been held straight, accountable. Volpe, Wells. Donnie follows up. I grew up Torrey, but he says he looks at Boone's record. He grew up to the 1996 Yankees and older. I've been through some worse times when George took over. He was bad. George, when he first came, I'm pretty sure he was bad. But then he got back with the Yankees and they started winning. But the one thing is he got every good player available. How doesn't do that? How really does not do that? We have a over $300 million payroll, and it's not spent wisely. And part of that is on Cashman, because Hal could give Cashman the money, but Cashman's the GM and has to ultimately make the decision with his nerds and geeks in the office. But Celia says, yeah, I'm definitely not trying to attack you, Donnie. But Boone doesn't have a good postseason record. Winning the World Series is what matters. In the end, what separates the good from the great is winning the World Series. I agree that but the World Series, yes, that makes a good manager. I understand Boone's record is very good. How isn't his father? And how will never be his father. It's on how, then Cashman. 100% agree, Donnie. I 1000% agree. And I think most Yankee fans would. That is the problem right there. Moving on, we got Skubal. Now let's get in a little bit of the trade. Skubal looked like Skubal tonight. He looked great. Should we still be targeting him? Because I said in his last start against the Yankees, he had a few bad starts since coming back, and I was like, is he being rushed? Should the Yankees still trade for him? He's being rushed, so maybe he might get hurt. Those are still things you wonder about, but do you still go all in for him? And there was a tweet that the Dodgers may not be as aggressive for Skubal. So do you go and get him? I brought up a reliever too from the Marlins, Bender. He's now injured. So that's a red flag and a no on him. Who else could be available? What other relievers do you guys think in the comments could be available that you would want the Yankees to see the Yankees get? I also brought up earlier a name, Goodman. Hunter Goodman is hitting 242. He's got 25 homers and an 843 OPS. I want him more and more over Jeffers. He has the away splits. The away splits are way better too than his home, which is encouraging for a guy playing in Coors. I love that a lot. I really do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Donnie Clark, thank you for the comment, says, Skubal going to be a Dodger? Maybe. Dodgers is still going to be aggressive. Yes, they probably will. But listen, if they're not, maybe you just jump on it. Celia says, personally, I would try for Skubal. Rodon and Fried are inconsistent in the postseason. You don't know what you're going to get from Cole. Cam is approaching his high in innings too. These are all true things. Now, if all of this happens, Cam approaching his inning, Weathers approaching his innings, Cole coming off of Tommy John, so he's going to be up and down. Rodon's look good, but can't do it in the postseason. Fried's a regular season warrior, but can't do it in the postseason. Then the Yankees are not going to win. And they're going to have to reconstruct this whole team and dump everybody off and trade them. Those are the next steps that the Yankees have to take. Is they have to have Fried and Rodon take off in the playoffs. And we've seen glimpses of Rodon taking off in the playoffs. We've seen it. And then he gets ahead of himself and gives up some runs. Fried pitched good in that wild card game, won against the Red Sox. But we need to see him more consistently. He didn't against the Blue Jays. He didn't pitch good. Another comment from Theo Harris. They should be winning a lot of games with a high payroll, which they usually do, but it's always just that and not more. That's true. And Donnie Clark going back onto the trades, he says, what about Goodman and Sanzala trade? Get catcher and reliever. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Or Jeffers and Joe Ryan if he were available. I would like that a lot. Killing two birds with one stone, no matter how you do it, bullpen, not bullpen, I would like that. I think that would be really well for the Yankees. Let's bring up the baseball savant real quick and we'll get on with this because I just wanted to go over it real quick. Let me bring this up for you guys. Here we are. And let's go to Hunter Goodman. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see his stats. So his spray chart is mostly pull, but his average, look at his average. Back to back seasons of an over 800 OPS, 843, 848. Last year he batted 278. This year he's batting 243. But his home runs, he's already close to his home run mark of last year. So his hitting is very good. And that's what they need at the spot right now. His catching's a little underwhelming, to say the least, but we need the offense. Versus lefties, he's better. Versus righties, he's worse. Let's go to Jeffers then. And Jeffers is injured. So we have to see how he does when he comes back. I mean, he was popping off and doing good. His framing's all right. His defense still, but he's batting 295. Let's see if he keeps that up. But still, year after year, 24, 25. He's got a 700 OPS. That's what we need. 226, 266, 21 homers, 9 homers last year. He was at 7 this year. He's good against lefties and righties. Dingler would be very good. He can hit and he can field. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is the guy I would target. But all of these options aren't bad and are way better than what we're running out with right now currently. And Celia with the comment, thank you. They never seem to make the big move that puts them over the top. The only time they ever did that was when they got Soldo, and look where they went that year. 100% great comment. Agree with that 100. Celia, again, thank you for the comment. I actually like Jeffers a little bit better. He seems like a bit of a more contact bat to me, but I'd be happy with Goodman also. And my thing with Hunter Goodman is he's got years. Ryan Jeffers is a rental, so he does not have years. But both would be great for the Yankees. Thank you for the comment. Ronald Arnold, thank you. I think they could get Scooble for Lombard. Only Detroit wants him. I'm not for prospect hugging, but to give up Lombard for half a year of him, it would be shocking to me. I would be shocked. But if you got Schoolboy and won the World Series this year, nobody would care. But you would have to win the World Series and go out this deadline. Another comment coming in. Thank you from Sal Fiorello, 5415. Let's target Jesus Christ. It's our only hope. I mean, listen, they got to get on track. Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ might be able to help us. But Donnie Clark says it's going to be Jeffers and Penn help with Santazella. That would be honestly a great move for the Yankees. But they do a lot of trading with the Rockies. They did a lot of trading. They did a Jake Bird trade, Chavilli from the Rockies. Do you trust taking a reliever from them again? Celia with another comment. I don't think the Yankees are going to give up Lombard at all. Me neither. He's the untouchable, I think. I think him and Legrand is close to untouchable. They may move him. Lombard is totally untouchable, in my opinion. Then we have Donnie Clark again. Lombard Jr., yeah, he's not going anywhere, if I'm being honest with you guys. Let's look at Scooble. Okay, he's got a 3.15 ERA so far this year. Yes, he was injured. His stuff is still great. It's really good. His expected ERA is a 3.5, but you know what you're getting in Scooble. He'd still be great in the postseason to pair up with Schlittler and Cole and Fried and all these guys. Hopefully, they pitch well. And let's go to Sant. Let's go to this guy from the Rockies. What's his name exactly? Because I'm trying. Let me try and. Hold on, guys. I'm looking this up. I'm trying to look up how to spell his name. Let's see. Sends this guy. Sorry about that, but this is the guy. Let's see. He's got a 3.07 ERA. He's having a breakout season, his best season yet. His stuff looks decent. This could be a Matt Blake project where he could get better, and he's having a good season. But this could be also another Jake Bird type incident. So I don't know if I want that. But going off of the trades a little bit, we looked at some savants. Donnie Clark says LeGrand isn't either. I don't think so. Celia says, I like what Giovanni Cruz has shown up here. I have a feeling that they're going to send him down again, and I think it's the wrong move. Like I said before, earlier in the show, 100% the wrong move. I mean, Giovanni Cruz has shown you the first time he was up for the short amount, and this time, 2 innings, 3 Ks, no hits, no walks, and you're worried about his command. And look what he did tonight and his previous MLB stint. He's a good pitcher that needs to be up. He throws hard. That's what we need. Him and LeGrand need to be up. Ronald Arnold says, but they need more than Skubal. They need contact hitters. They need Skubal. They need a rise. They need a catcher, and they need bullpen help. But what I think is going to happen, and this is what I think will happen, is I think that they will get a catcher, a bullpen, well, multiple pen arms, hopefully 2, maybe 3, but 1 to 2, anywhere in that range. And then I think they're going to get another hitter. Maybe a Matt Shaw stands out. He's a right-handed third baseman. Maybe a Matt Chapman. You move his contract and you swap him and McMahon. Maybe they get creative, move Jazz, and get a rise. I wish that would happen. We'll see. Donnie Clark says it's a Matt Blake kind of trade. Yes, I get that. I 100% get that because he could be, and he could wind up being a stud like a Luke Weaver that we got and Clay Holmes at the beginning. But Celia says, I don't want Sanzatella personally. He's been terrible in years past. I think he's more of a project than a stud reliever. Yes. And do we need more projects or do we need more proven guys on this roster? Maybe more proven guys, but it could work out and could be good. I have to do my research a little more on this relief pitcher from the Rockies, if I'm being honest with you. Then I'll make a definitive answer. Donnie Clark says the Yankees like to find these diamonds in the rough. 100% right. A rise isn't going to the Yankees. I don't think that, but it would be great to talk about. He's on a 1-year deal. Let Jazz go, sign a rise for cheaper, and he's better next year or whenever we play next because of this lockout. Donnie Clark going to be Matt Chapman before a rise? Yes, I think so because a rise is a half a year and Jazz is a half a year, so they wouldn't even accept that trade. But if you could move Jazz elsewhere, I don't know what you could get and then get a rise. I don't know how that would work, to be honest, but I would love a rise. Ronald Arnold says, I don't want to give up Lombard Jr. either, but that's the only way they get Skubal. You're probably right, if I'm being honest. They would ask for Skubal or Lombard Jr. 100% because that's our top prospect. But maybe the Yankees could get away with not giving him up because Skubal has half a year and he's been injured. Celia with the comment, agreed. I think they're going to get 2 bullpen arms and a catcher. Another hitter is possible, but I don't know. I don't see them getting creative. I don't know. But I think if they get healthy, they get a catcher and bullpen arms, I honestly think that they could go to the World Series and take it. I really do. This team is talented. They just got to get healthy. Right now, they're not healthy, so everything's in shambles. Donnie Clark says Skubal's going to be a Dodger or Brewer. Both take him. Skubal with Miz would be absolutely insane in the playoffs. That 1-2, ridiculous. Ronald Arnold says a rise would be great. Yes, he would be. Will love a rise. I love contact hitters. But listen, pitchers, the offense, all crap in the bed. 6-game losing streak, Rays 6-game winning streak, 2 games back of first place. Like I said, we're going to close this out with our probables for tomorrow and what we should see and what I want to see. We have the Yankees going against Troy Melton, who has a 2.39 ERA, has looked sharp this year. against Will Warren, who's been struggling. Hopefully, he could get back on track. But the Yankees need to come out swinging. You can't get swept again. Caballero needs to be at shortstop. Jones needs to be in the outfield. Dominguez needs to be in the outfield. Rosario maybe at third. Or maybe they're going to put Cabby at third and Volpe probably at short. Or I don't really know what's going to happen. Or they're going to put Ahmed at third. They're going to put Cabby at short again and Volpe, or Cabby at second. Sorry. And Volpe at short, because Jazz is still feeling a little bit knocked up from that incident with him and Dominguez. He's still a little shaky from that. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe he goes on the IL. But Donnie Clark says it's going to be Jeffers over Goodman. I see that. I do. But Cashman likes his controllable guys sometimes, so maybe that could happen. Celia says, if Skubal is a Dodger, I don't know how anyone's beating this team. Listen, you can't hate them. They're doing all the right things. They're going out and trying to win now, getting all the big name players. And for teams, they probably don't want the Dodgers to win. But how can a team say no to the best farm system? They're going to be receiving the best guys. So you got to do what's better for your team at the end of the day as well. Healing Men's Hearts, thank you for the comment. Love seeing you in here. How are you doing? It's so obvious this team needs a tear down and rebuild. This arrogant franchise refuses to see they are screwed. Their roster is too messed up to even trade for things. Listen, a lot's wrong with this roster. I think if they get healthy, like I said, catcher and bullpen, I think they could be good and get to the World Series against this. It's a weak AL. So if they can't get to the World Series, they got a problem, right? I still think they're the best team in the AL. But honestly, this lockout and this lockout and that there being a salary cap and them having to shed some payroll might honestly help them, to be honest with you, because how so cheap. But Donnie Clark says, going to cost a lot for Goodman. Yes. Ronald Arnold says, and a catcher and third baseman. Third baseman, I don't think it's a priority, but if you can capitalize on it, I would. Celia says they have a love affair with Volpe, LMAO. The kid needs to be in the minors. 100% agree. I don't know why they love him. They love Wells. Send him down. He stinks. Look, notice how the Yankees were doing great and winning when Volpe was still in the minors. He comes up, moves the shortstop. Caballero gets moved out of there, not getting everyday playing time at that position. And when guys are healthy, he's not going to get everyday playing time. And look what's going on. 100% agree. Healing Men's Heart says the Dodgers are palm tree Thanos. They're inevitable. You're right. Donnie Clark, thank you. Hit those likes. I love that. Thank you. Please hit those likes, share, comment, subscribe, comment on the video after it's posted to help it out with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for helping me with this channel, helping it blow up, subscribing. Theo Harris says, I know this sounds weird, but do you all think this team is about to be like the 2025 Mets? I really hope not. Gosh, I hope not. If that happens, that would be terrible. Please no. Donnie Clark says they will win the East again. I 100% agree with you, Donnie Clark. I think they'll be fine. Everyone's just overreacting a little bit because they're on a losing streak. Everyone's not healthy, so that's why. Volpe is Boone's golden boy. And the last comment I'm going to take before we close this thing out, Celia, thank you guys for all the comments again. Love everything. Thank you. Night and night again. You guys are coming on here commenting. Late show, early show, no matter what it is. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Celia, with the not only that, but Caballero's making error after error, and I think it's an effect. It's all an effect on moving him around. I said that. I 100% agree. They need to stop doing that. Stop getting stupid. Boone needs to smarten up. Front office needs to smarten up. Cashman the nerds, and they need to play him at the strongest position for him. He had the most offensive runs saved at shortstop. Put him back there, and everything will figure itself out. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, like, subscribe. Our sponsor of today's video, Richard's Painting in Barnegat, New Jersey. Give them a like and follow on Instagram. Call them up if you need painting done. They're great services as always. Great sponsor. Love to have them. But that's going to close out tonight's live. Thank you all for being in here. Thank you for all commenting. I love the conversation every night. I will be live again tomorrow. Hopefully, the Yankees stop this losing streak, come out with a win, just at least get some wins, a scrappy win, put together something. Offense has to hit and do something as well. Don't make it 7 straight. Stop the bleeding. That's all your host, Lorenzo Scarabino, has tonight on the Yankees Den podcast. I am signing off for the night. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, let's go, Yankees.